Good Tuesday evening. Book that is face. Tube that is you. Twitch that is twitchy. I don't really know if that's a thing, but good evening. It is Tuesday, August. Doesn't matter. It's August. That's what matters, right? That we're here in August. And I've had just a wonderful day. I spilled some recipe cards all over my kitchen while I was trying to conduct a technical run through with my guest, and also trying to come up with our dinner for this evening. And I have it right here. And actually, it turned out pretty good. So I'm okay with myself. I can sit in my own pride. Does that make sense? That's the weirdest thing I've ever said. Well, it's not the weirdest thing I've ever said. It's the weirdest thing I've ever said in the last 5 minutes. So there you have it. Before I bring my guest on, I wanted to give a couple of plugs to, first off, my newest incarnation of this thing called Tube That Is You. I'm going to pull that up really quick. Let's see where we are here. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's too many things. Too many things. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, that's it. No, that's not it. That's it. Okay. So this is the new show that I'm adding into the foray, and I hope if you haven't seen it, maybe.
Hello. I am Dr. Richard Sherrill Humphreys, therapist to humans with abilities. This series of sessions was recorded at the first inception of the abilities that are greater than the person's own innate natural order. I hope that they help you and further your goals in indoctrinating into regular society. Thank you.
Also, there we go. I'm going to pause this just for a second, just so I can talk about this individual, Mr. Todd Green, who's been on our show in the past. He has now come up with 2 episodes to this very, very strange series, Oh No's Secret Clubhouse. Or is it Playhouse? One or the other. I think it's Clubhouse. Copyright infringement and all that. So this is actually episode number 2. I'm just going to give you a little glimpse.
Did you see the fireworks?
I heard them. Are you okay?
What?
That's all you need of that. That's simply enough. So I've left the link into the comments that you can go and watch his series that he's created during this time of COVIDing and quarantining. Sorry, my phone started talking. But yeah, that's what's going on. My guest tonight, and I know he's waiting with bated breath back there. What is bated breath anyway? Maybe he could tell me. But no, he's saying no. He's not even going to go there. He has most recently been publishing some amazing things I didn't know about Zoom. And I guess that's because I never really got that into Zoom because I discovered StreamYard, as everyone knows. Or maybe you don't know, but really doesn't matter. He's been doing these tips. He's also been teaching my son a lot of piano, which is amazing. And I just wanted to show you the one tip that I really enjoyed, which was how to come up with a stylus for your phone. I had no idea this was a thing, but this is pretty cool.
Okay, that's very quick and very accurate. I'm actually really impressed with how fast I can write. Very cool, kind of a game changer. And you've got all this whiteboard space, and everyone's going to see whatever you're writing on all their screens. I love that you can do this.
He doesn't know.
Make your own stylus in less than 2 minutes. You'll need 3 simple items: a cup of water, an X-Acto knife, and a Q-tip or a piece of cotton. First, take your X-Acto knife and remove the blade. I've already removed mine. Unscrew the top piece, revealing an internal screw. grab your Q-tip and pull away some of the cotton fibers from the swab. Dip the tip of your index finger and thumb into the water and rub it through the cotton until it's a little damp, but not wet. Wrap the cotton around the top of the screw, leaving some of the cotton above and below the head of the screw. Place the screw back into the shell and screw the entire shell back to the rest of the bladeless X-Acto knife. Ensure that about half of the cotton goes inside the shell, while the other half remains on the outside touching the screw. With the tip of your finger, dampen the outside of the cotton one more time. That's it. Give it a spin. You'll be surprised how accurate it is, or should I say, exact. Note that I have the best results when I hold the X-Acto stylus at a severe angle. It takes a second to get used to, but it is very easy to adapt to. Another use of the annotator.
Yes, that's amazing. That is simply amazing. I'm going to stop his video so I can actually hear myself think. Ladies and gentlemen, he has been backstage in our green room enjoying a fine assortment of uncooked macaroni and cheese because I fired my staff again and they simply don't know how to make a charcuterie tray. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Ray. What's up?
What's up? Some of the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nothing beats cheese powder and dry shells. I think it's an amazing thing that we've come up with during this time.
Indeed.
So a little bit about you. You are currently a teacher at Country Day?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later, maybe. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I know in the past you have taught at Country Day, and I don't know what their schedule is. I don't know anything about them right now. That was one fact. But the other fact is that you are also a online piano teacher right now.
Correct.
Which you weren't always.
No, not at all.
No. So I think it's been, of course, we all know we've all gone online as I'm doing now. Of course, I used to do these interviews in person. No, I didn't. But you used to do all of your sessions in person. How fast was it for you to adapt to this new way of living, I guess?
Adapt pretty quickly. Get used to kind of different. Like they're two different things for me. I've always been pretty tech savvy, so I kind of jumped into it and sort of knew what I was doing, like messed around with it and figured it out. The one thing I had to get used to was the idea that there's latency. Like I play a note and you hear it a second later. I communicate while you're playing and you might not hear me right away. So I'll be like, stop. And the student's still playing. And so there's just like these little tiny things that I've had to get used to. And I'm starting and like dropouts in sound, just I've had to rethink my approach to teaching in a way.
Yeah. And I guess that translates pretty well for, or better for piano than it does for voice, especially like a chorus.
Yes. Chorus. So chorus is almost impossible to do live because of latency. I mean, if you and I tried to clap our hands together, we might be able to do it.
Let's try it right now. We almost got it.
Almost. But imagine trying to get 50 people not only to clap their hands together, but to sing together in the same tempo. It's impossible. So, last year I did a couple virtual choir videos, which is a ton of work and there's a huge learning curve to it, but it was a lot of fun. And it's something I'm kind of looking forward to doing more of in this time.
Yeah. I just dropped a link to your playlist of instructional videos. And I think there were like 2 or 3 that were virtual choruses.
Correct. Yeah. There's The Awakening and Ad Astra.
So talk to me about The Awakening. Was that your students at the aforementioned Country Day?
It was the students at Country Day School. We decided on The Awakening. The kids love that song. Anyone that's been in chorus and has performed The Awakening just automatically loves that song. So we decided to do that for the virtual choir because the message really kind of fit the time, sort of like feeling like you're in this dream of this like desolate place that it just feels like it's never going to end. But in the end, there's a happiness. It felt right. So I had all the kids record themselves singing their parts to tracks in their ears using iPhones, computers. A few of them even had fancy mics, like what I'm talking through right now. And then they sent it to me, and I put it all together, put all their voices together, mixed it, made a somewhat interesting video, and posted it.
And how many hits have you had so far? I think that's what all the kids are asking.
How many hits on the video? So I actually posted it on Facebook back in maybe April.
Mhm.
And I know it got passed around a ton, like all over the place.
Yeah.
I just posted it to YouTube maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
there's probably like 7 views right now.
Yeah.
I'm probably 6 of them.
Yeah, I think that's cool that the views go up every time you watch it. So it's
Right,
like, oh,
right.
wow, I've got
Yeah.
like 10 views now, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And we are streaming on YouTube right now in case anybody cares. Nobody does. They're all watching it on
Yeah.
Facebook. But I hope to
Totally.
one day reach 100 subscribers. So the 5 of you that are
Yes.
out there watching now, subscribe. Who's that? Somebody just walked in my door. Who is that? Oh, it's no one.
Uh-oh.
It's no
Can you
one.
back up?
No, it's my daughter. She's come back from her haircut.
Okay.
It looks great, Molly.
You didn't even see it.
Well, it
I
looks
miss
great
haircuts.
anyway. Okay, we have one commenter here. Now let's see what this person's saying. Ellen is saying, "I care."
Hmm.
What's going on?
I'm not sure what she cares about, but I'm glad she cares.
Something from the past that we talked about that it's gone over our heads, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I've been so distracted since my door opened that now I can't even remember what that was. It was about the virtual chorus.
I want food.
Okay.
Molly wants food. She just told me.
Okay.
I'm really sure that that's relevant.
There's delicious macaroni and cheese waiting for you backstage.
There is Molly.
Okay.
I think she said because you said nobody cares. No, I said nobody cares. That's right.
Oh, right.
And of course, Ellen cares. Ellen always cares
She's fantastic.
about the YouTube streaming. She says, "Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad somebody cares." So you've been doing a lot of classes in Zoom. I
in
take
Zoom.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And through the course of that, you've learned a lot of tricks.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the best trick that you've learned?
Ooh, the best trick.
The bestest.
I mean, honestly, my favorite trick is annotating from your iPhone onto the actual computer screen with a stylus. So you can use, like the homemade stylus I made,
Yeah.
or I spent a few bucks and I got a real one.
Oh,
But-
a real one. Okay.
Actually, to tell you the truth, it works. They work exactly the same. Like there's no difference. But anyway, I think it's so cool because it makes me feel like I'm a lot more there, like a lot more present. It's almost instant. It matches my handwriting perfectly. Styluses have gotten way better. Maybe touch sensitive devices have gotten way better. So I can be way more accurate and way quicker than I could with just like clicking the mouse.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. There are a lot. I mean, shooting laser beams out of my eyes is another really good one, but you'll have to watch the video if you want to figure out how to do that one.
Okay. Is that part 1 or part 2 that I can find out how to shoot laser beams out of my eyes?
That would be part 2. But
Part
but
two.
if you're a newbie to Zoom, like if you feel like you're on a basic level, you may want to start with part 1 because part
Okay.
2 is bananas. It's out
Okay.
there.
Very interesting. So I take it that the background that we're currently looking at now, this strata, I don't know what to call that. Some sort of
It's like shapes,
shapes. You painted that yourself? It's very nice.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. I found it. And
It's
then I
found art. Even
painted it.
better.
I painted it. Yes. I'm not selling anything, so I just it's just my background.
It's just your background.
Maybe I
Okay.
should switch, but yes, it's a virtual background. I'm in front of a green screen. The advantage to a green screen, I don't know if StreamYard does like a virtual background without a green screen. Does
So
it?
no, they won't do a virtual background without a green screen.
Okay.
Fortunately, I do have a green screen, so I can use that when I'm being someone else.
Yes, like a certain doctor, someone.
Docteur, I believe. I
Doctor,
believe
yeah.
Docteur. But
He seems like a good guy. Seems like someone I would want to bounce my feelings off of.
I think so.
Yeah.
It all depends. He specializes in people with extra normal abilities. So if you have any, be sure to call him up. I think he has advertisements on the billboards.
I don't have any, but I do have a pair of tinfoil antennae. So
That's pretty special.
yeah. So I'll wait for someone.
So I think you might have a new fan here. Nathan Chamberlain once says he has to watch now because he wants laser eyes.
See, it's all about the laser eyes. I love that guy, by the way. Yeah, so it's the thumbnail you look at if you open it on Facebook or YouTube, but there actually is a part in there where, spoiler alert, laser beams come out of my eyes.
Oh wow. Okay. Maybe I can.
It's near the
I
end.
don't think I see it. I see it now, and there's also some sort of heat emanation coming from your mouth as well.
Yes. I had just eaten cinnamon or something. That must be what it is.
I think you probably need to schedule a visit with the good doctor.
I think I need to. Yeah, maybe it's me that has special ability. I do. I should laser beams from my eye.
So speaking of special abilities, you definitely have a musical ability. I've heard it. It's pretty amazing. So how early in your life did you know that you loved music?
It's funny. I knew I loved music early on.
Live radio, folks.
Yeah, that's right. I grew up in a pretty musical family, and so I started out with a lot of singing, and kind of gravitated towards the piano, and actually was pretty good at it as a youngster. And then I got to be, so I probably picked it up like officially taking lessons when I was 6, and I took lessons all the way until I was 11. And then I got into the 6th grade, and I found out, at least to 6th graders, that playing instruments was kind of nerdy and not cool. And I guess I was weak at the time, and I was like, yeah, music instruments suck. And I just kind of like decided to drop it and sort of blend in. And I kind of gave it up, which is so sad. And then I just hit my piano. And then I just decided to pick it back up when I was 18, senior in high school. It had been 7 years since I had touched it or had any lessons. And I just started to kind of like reteach myself. And I saw this. My mom is a big fan of Oprah Winfrey, but at the time Oprah had a regular show, and she had this thing on about this new field called music therapy. Oh. And I was like, whoa, this is fascinating. You can use music to help people therapeutically. And I was just like, it kind of blew my mind, and it sort of like steered me in this direction I didn't know I was going to go. And that's actually my undergrad is in music therapy from Ohio University. Go Bobcats. Cool.
Yeah. Go Big O.
And I
don't know. Is that what they say?
Yeah, yeah. No, I root for Ohio State. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's OH for Ohio State.
Yeah.
I love both schools. I have no problem admitting I love both schools.
Yeah, Ohio is a great state for not only music but also theater.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, Molly, she attended the virtual Cincinnati Conservatory of Music camp this summer. Yeah. She was supposed to go, and then they moved it. Actually, they first canceled it, and then, like yourself, were able to create whatever technology they could, or hobble together something so that they could put it online. And I say hobble together, it was actually very good.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how we've basically changed so much of our method based on the fact that we can't see each other.
Yeah. It's very odd. I really haven't seen a whole lot of 3-dimensional people in a really long time. It's just been
I'll
flat.
try to move my head.
Thank you. Yeah. Zoom needs to up their game. They need to make it a little, or StreamYard or somebody needs to make it a little more 3-dimensional, like just make me feel like you're there.
Well, you should go back and watch last week's episode.
Oh.
Where we were in a theater that was, I'd say it's like if you took Second Life and had it meet a theater. I guess that's what you could say.
Okay.
But it was really pretty interesting. This guy, Brendan Bradley, created a virtual theater, and you could put a headset on if you wanted to, and go in the theater and move around and stuff. And then there's a stage where there's a screen, and then he was using it to project kind of this 1-to-1 person, 1-act play on the stage, and people could sit in the audience virtually and watch it. And
wow.
It was actually pretty cool. But
that's very cool. That sounds awesome.
It's off topic. Well, it's on topic, but off topic.
No, it's on topic. It's
sure.
Tech. It's techie. It's nerdy. Exactly. It's cool.
So were you always this technically inclined, or is this a recent thing?
A little bit of both. I mean, I've always just like sort of known what I was doing with this kind of thing, especially music production, and I'm getting into the video thing. I mean, there's been a learning curve, but yeah, I guess I've always been that way. I mean, I do remember life before email. Like I remember that, whatever that was, the 80s,
right.
Which sounds so amazing right now, don't they? I mean, just like going outside, no cares in the world. I don't know.
Going over to your friend's
I definitely remember the email age, but
because you don't have cable. We're all talking at the same time right now, but that's okay. Yeah.
back when MTV actually played music, right?
Yes. For those, I think probably 5% of what MTV has put out has been music.
That sounds right.
And about 5% of what the Learning Channel put out was actual learning. Think about it. TLC.
Yes.
Used to be the Learning Channel.
It got really slow, but yes, I think I caught that.
Oh, okay. I said 5%.
You are in slow
of what
motion right now.
The Learning Channel.
Maybe I'm in slow motion.
Was learning. Live radio.
There you are. Yes.
I'm not sure if that's on my end. I think that may be on your end, but
is it my internet?
You've got the slows. We call that the slows.
The slows. Speed test here.
Yeah. I'm very fast right now. I'm zooming.
You're zooming? No, but we're StreamYarding, man. We're StreamYarding.
Yeah, I'm StreamYarding. Exactly.
No, I'm zooming too. I mean, I'm not as heavy as I usually am, but I'm all right.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's kind of the other thing that everybody's dealing with now. We have ability to get online and do these lessons, but there is so much of a disparity in internet for so many people. So yeah, we could say that, hey, let's take it all online. Let's do everything online. Let's do all of our schooling and learning online. But I think the facts are that probably about 20% of all America, and it may even be less than that, has actual broadband internet. And the rest are kind of not doing so well, such as yourself right now.
Yeah, apparently. Usually I'm blazing. Sorry about that. Live TV, right. It's Murphy's Law, I guess. But
exactly.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
There is disparity among internet bandwidth.
Yeah, that's one thing. And then of course we thrive on being around people. So it's kind of hard for us to say, and I'm not getting on a pedestal or anything like that. I'm just thinking out loud that it's hard for us to say that we can teach our kids at home and that can be 100% of their learning.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible. And I don't think it's emotionally good. But that's my opinion, I think.
Yeah, we're in a tough time right now. I think everyone has their opinions, and I don't know what's right.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's
I
my
mean, I
opinion
know.
right now.
Yeah. I know how I feel about it, which is how I feel about it.
Right. Exactly. These kids should be home. No, these kids should be in school. No, these kids should. I don't know.
Yeah. I spent the entire summer, which felt like it was so long this year, really kind of beefing up my game, kind of expecting to be virtual at least half of the year.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but we're not. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I could talk about Savannah specifically because the facts are that most private schools are in session.
Right.
But the public schools they're waiting, they're spacing out their on-campus start for 3 more weeks. So it is strange for sure. I wish it could all be the same, but there you go.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And I'll just mention Savannah Country Day is an amazing school, great faculty, great staff, amazing students, amazing parents and community.
Yeah.
With that said, the reason why I hesitated when you asked me is I actually just stepped down because I'm just not comfortable going back live. I really wanted to do more of the virtual thing.
Right.
So now I'm doing more, if you want to know, I'm doing more private lessons, guitar and piano, and kind of expanding the different things I do.
Have you looked into any of the pod stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or I should say I am looking into that.
Looking into it. Okay.
I haven't gone deep into the rabbit hole yet, but I am looking at that and I have lots of ideas. Yes.
And we can say that today, but tomorrow it may change. We have no idea.
Right.
But I'm interested in the pod stuff as well.
Are you?
Yeah, not actually teaching it or anything. I'm interested in the idea of it as far as education going forward, because I do think that children learn better in smaller groups for sure.
Yeah.
And also children learn better if they are able to focus on something that they have a huge interest in, such as music or theater or art or even sports. I mean, you could relate education to sports in a way. So it is, but it's definitely a different method. That's for sure.
Agreed.
Let's see. Let's get off topic for a second here.
Okay. All right.
We're going too deep. Ellen wants to know what's on your shirt.
Oh, here, let me stand up.
Oh, let's see. Okay, that looks to me like it's a Calvin and Hobbes, Han Solo, and Chewbacca.
Correct. Oh, that was sort of a Yoda Chewbacca. I like that.
Yeah. My son has told me that you're quite a Star Wars geek. So
I'm pretty geeky. I mean, I'm not as geeky as they get, but I really, really like Star Wars. I have a lot of stuff around here.
Ooh, good. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Because I consider myself a huge Star Wars fan, and so much of a huge Star Wars fan that I'm willing to accept a lot of things.
Okay.
Are you an acceptor, or are you someone that says no? It's only the main one. That's it. The first.
Oh. Okay. I thought we were going to get into the Han Solo gun debate thing. Who shot?
Oh,
first,
we could talk about that. Sure.
No. I don't want to get. Okay. I think we all have a special place in our heart for the original trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, kind of junky in my opinion. I mean, a lot of meat to it. Like it gives you a lot of clear story. Just the delivery of the acting, and it just wasn't as good.
Mm-hmm.
I loved The Force Awakens, and I know there are a lot of people that have differing opinions, but I just
Right.
thought it was such a like fresh take on a very similar story. Like, you know what I mean? So I felt like J.J. Abrams really set us up for like this just meaty, awesome trilogy. Like, what's going to happen next, you know? And then the one after that, I don't even remember the name of it because I hated it so much. Did you ask me about this, by the way, or am I just ranting?
No, this is
Okay.
exactly what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
So like
Go ahead.
Snoke, I was like so intrigued by this Snoke fella. Like, who is he? Like, what's his deal? You know? And
Yeah.
like, he just seems so like powerful and all knowing. And I need to know everything about him because I guess I gravitate towards these evil guys. Not in real life,
no.
actually, not in real life, but in movie land. Not going political. All right, so so Snoke gets. I hope you guys have seen this, but Snoke gets killed. Spoiler alert!
Spoilers.
And like so like easily, like just gone, you know. And you're like, what? Wait, that's it? That's the end of his storyline? That's it? I don't get to know anything about him. And there were other things in there, like the whole casino 45 minutes that really just kind of drug on, and you know. And then
Man, I forgot about that whole thing.
Right?
I really did.
It's just not that great. So
Yeah.
And then you get this final movie that J.J. Abrams did, and I feel like he was just kind of trying to put a Band-Aid on the second one. It just like he set us up for like what could have been this amazing trilogy, and then we got to that last one, and it was good. I actually really liked it, but it was like so rushed and so forced, no pun intended. And so if I had to, am I ranking?
Yeah, let's rank.
Okay. Do you want to like trade punches or?
Well, I'm going to tell you, we'll probably rank about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say 1. Well, 4 technically, I guess.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is top. I would say 6 is second to that, and then 5. If we're gonna rank them all, I mean,
whoa. So you put Empire last? Is that what you're doing?
No, not at all.
Wait a minute.
Well, in those 3, I guess I put Empire last in those 3.
All right, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll go The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna jump back to 1, 2, and 3. I'm actually going with 2.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
it all gets dicey.
And then 9.
The last one. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the last one. And then back to 3. And then 8. And then 1.
1.
We end at 1.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I can get behind most of that. One was just a race. It was like an hour and a half of a race. Pod race. Yeah.
It was an awesome pod race because
Yes.
we'd never seen that. So that was pretty cool. And Luke talked about it. He's like, I'm going into Tatooine for the pod races, but we never saw it. So
if I had to rank them, I would be very close to you. First of all, I would throw Rogue One in there because
well, of course. I was going with the main ones.
It's true, and those are the mains. But Rogue One feels like it's a part of that. Like it feels like it bridges together. I guess 3 and 4.
And it also feels like a really complete story, just encapsulated. It's very nice.
So it's actually near the top of my list. It's one of my favorites. I didn't like Solo Story so much. Sorry if that offends people, but
everyone here right now has just left.
Everyone hates us. Yes. Is Molly even still there?
I don't know where Molly went. I think she's
right.
in her room and examining her new haircut, which is just it's perfect.
I miss haircuts. I have to say, I haven't had one in quite a while.
I noticed that you have missed quite a few haircuts.
Yeah. It's been it's been a pandemic since I've had
Yeah.
a haircut. So yeah,
Yeah.
that needs to happen.
I have great respect for that. The guy who cuts my hair, he started asking me to come get my hair cut again. So, and he did it at his house. So I thought that's okay.
Yeah.
And now he does it at the place, and there's like 2 people there at any time. And I was like, well, this seems okay. So
it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
yeah, it's going to be fine. You're right.
It's going to be
You're
fine.
right.
Yeah.
And yes, Ellen, you started the whole Star Wars rant with the shirt. So Ellen is a dear friend of mine. I think she's also a dear friend of yours.
Definitely.
Ellen was Peter Pan to my Captain Hook, and she cut her hair really short. If we're going to talk about haircuts, and I guess we're not.
Sorry, there was a delay in that. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all right.
yeah. Yeah, I remember that. She was like hardcore, like
She was
almost method. Like I think I caught her flying around, like not during practice or rehearsal, or
I totally believe that.
Yeah,
I totally believe that. We I think we even had some backstage saber fights, if I'm not mistaken, just because we could.
I mean, when in Rome, or when in, what is it? Neverland.
When in Neverland. Yes.
Thank you.
I think it's just Neverland. I think the song says Neverland, but it's just one never.
I did the junior version a few years ago, so I can't keep it straight.
Yeah. Wait, was it the Disney version?
It was the Disney version. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Totally different music.
Totally different music. And I mean, I was not in the junior version. I was the musical director.
Oh, I was hoping you'd be in the junior version 2 years ago.
I feel like I would be a pretty good Captain Hook, though. I mean, I'm probably not as good as Dr. Humphrey. I mean, as Chris Bass, but
Yeah. She says she didn't want to wear a wig.
Yeah.
Who does?
No.
Some of us shave our heads for parts, but if you don't want to wear a wig, that's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
So what's next? What's on the horizon? You cutting a single?
It could happen. It could be a thing. I've got almost too many creative ideas flowing right now. I can't. My wife tells me I should probably write them down, and she's probably right. I mean, it's just like I'm like on this buzz right now of just creative energy. So I've got music ideas. I am offering services to music educators out there that are going virtual for the school year or for part of the school year. I'm here to help with virtual choir stuff. I'm gonna offer those services if anyone kind of wants to deal with the creative end but doesn't want to deal with the tech end, or just doesn't feel like they have the know-how. Come my way, and I think I can help you out. I can either do it for you, or I can point you in the right direction. And then I'm going to continue my private studio guitar and piano lessons. I do have slots available. Shameless plug.
Slots are available.
And then I'm going to continue to put out some fun and different YouTube videos. Not all tutorials, some just like sort of rando, whatever I'm feeling. So, another shameless plug. Feel free to subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be dropping stuff.
I've left a link to your playlist, but I don't think I brought up you actually have a channel with a name, which because you got in the whole user thing there.
Yeah. It's nice to have a name.
Mine doesn't do that. Mine has like a hexadecimal character. I don't even know what it is.
It's sort of like Prince is the unpronounceable artist.
Yes.
You're just the artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it, but best effort.
You just went steampunk on me there, man. I thought I had to oil you or something. That was awesome.
Oil can. Yeah. I had a thought in my head. Now, I know what it was.
Okay.
So this thing behind me.
Yeah. Oh, it's a piano.
Yeah. Have you seen one of these before?
It's been a long time.
Yeah. My dear sweet son.
Yes.
Is attempting to go to college in the next 2 weeks, which of course, I have mixed feelings about, but at the same time, I want him to, move forward with his life. So with that being said, this thing is not going to be used. So I was wondering if maybe I could take you up on some lessons.
Oh, you know it. But before I answer that, I mean,
Yeah.
if you lift up the lid,
Yeah.
a mattress would fit really nicely in there. And I mean, that thing would fit in a dorm room, piece of cake, easy
Right.
move.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. It is,
Yeah.
but it is only a baby grand. And if you've seen my
Uh,
son, I don't think he would fit in the baby grand. You'd have to have the full grand.
It's actually been a while since I've seen him in person. Again, I'm just used to two-dimensional son now.
Right.
But yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He is quite a tall guy.
So
Yeah.
I'm right around 6'3".
Okay.
Not right now because I'm seated. Seated?
Sure.
He's like here now.
Okay. So he's a very tall guy. Yes.
And he probably outweighs me by about 60 pounds at least.
Okay. All right.
So.
That's got to be a weird feeling. I know I'm taking us off topic here, but I think about that.
You have a son.
I have two. I have a 4-year-old and a
sons.
2-year-old, and they're so tiny right now and so easy to like spin around and throw and wrestle with. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the alpha daddy right now. But
Right.
I keep thinking, man, at some point they're probably gonna be as tall as me. And most likely bigger than me because I'm just a toothpick. And that's just going to be a weird feeling. Like, I don't know. Is that a weird thing to adjust to as a dad? Or
I'll say, yeah, it is weird. I think the main thing about it is you have that father mode in your head a lot of the time where you're you and I don't feel like I could do that anymore successfully. It's more like, can you please?
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now what is Ellen saying now? Ellen has been just a jabberjaw here. Baby grands are much larger than a baby. Horrible name for a large piano.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That should at least be called like a adolescent piano.
Yeah. Or maybe because it's also mostly larger than an adult, I would say.
That's true.
So I don't know. Maybe if we used animal names when we're talking about pianos, we could call this possibly a horse piano or a pony piano.
A pony piano. I like it. It. And then if you get the grand, is it a stallion?
It's a stallion. It could be a stallion. Could be I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty basic. Come on, Ellen.
A giant piano.
Rhino. That's better. Rhino piano. Yes.
Oh, a rhino piano. Okay. I got it. But to answer your question, Chris, yes, of course I will teach you a lesson.
Nice.
And yes, I'll get you jamming.
Awesome. So what level I am? I know where the C is.
You know what? With me, I could have you playing right now if I wanted to. I could have you jamming right now. And
really?
Yeah, of course.
Well, we've got a few minutes.
You want to do it?
Sure.
Wait a minute. Clap with me again. Yeah, we can probably do this. Okay.
All right.
So let me show you one quick thing. Can you see my keys?
Let's see. I've got your phone here, but it doesn't look like the camera's on.
You know what? I think it might have timed out on me. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Let's just.
Okay.
Wait. Let me push that button. See if did I do anything?
Yes. You caused a massive echo.
Okay. Let's kill that.
Okay.
1 second here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. So, can you hear my piano at least?
Yes.
And I should probably take it off electric piano. All right. So, you see the black keys on the piano, right?
I do.
There are 5 keys there. And there's those 5 keys naturally make a scale. Just play them in order for me. Just from the chopsticks, the two black ones to the 3.
These two.
And then the next 3. Yes. So that's a fancy little scale called the pentatonic scale. And it's been around forever. It kind of originated, we think, musicologists think that it originated sort of in the Eastern, so like Africa, Eastern, Middle Eastern countries. Still to this day, most of their music is built around the pentatonic scale. So I don't know if we're going to be able to jam 100%, but what I want you to do is with the pentatonic scale, the cool thing about this is any note works. You cannot play a wrong note as long as you play a black key note. You will not fail. So you could actually, like Stevie Wonder it right now. You could do it without looking. Okay, as long as you can feel the black keys.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna play a little ditty here, and I'm sure it's gonna sound a little delayed, but I think it'll still sound all right. Play the piano. Let's make sure we can hear it.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. You can play in any order you want, any black key, any range.
Huh. Okay.
However you want. Okay. So I'm going to lay something down for you. And anytime you want to come in, just jam. Right? How cool is that? That was fantastic. You sounded really great. There were some really good ideas in there. You want to take it one step farther?
Sure.
Okay. Do we have time, or is this?
Yeah, we got time.
Okay.
Here's
All
my
right.
toy, though. Everybody was interested, so there it is.
Oh man, it's very nice. It's a very nice shirt.
Right. I've moved now.
Okay. So go back to the two black keys.
Okay.
Then go to the three. Play the first one. The second one. Now move up to the white key.
The white key right after the second one?
The white key right after. Yeah.
Okay.
And then go back up to the black key.
Okay.
Go to the next black key. So
Or the lower
so play
one.
That was it. So listen to me play it. You hear it?
Yeah. Okay. Oops.
That's all right. Yeah. So here's the cool thing. So this sound, it traveled all over the world, but when it came to this country, it started to be played with. It started to be bent. It started to be stretched, and especially that note started to be kind of like played with. And there's the birth of sort of like the blues, right? And from the blues came jazz and rock and roll, and basically where we are right now. So maybe we can go out on this one. I'll do a little 12-bar blues thing. Again, no wrong notes. You can still play any of the black keys, but you now also have the option of that one white key.
That
white key is more, you can play it as much as you want, but that one white key is just more of like it's like a fun note to get on and get off as quickly as you can.
I see. I got to pull up this one thing.
Okay.
What is she saying? Let's see. Pink Panther. Okay.
Oh, this is a tough one to figure out without music. Oh, I should. Can I plug one thing?
Yeah.
Front Porch Improv. I do. I'm the musical improver for them. When there were live shows, I played for them. They are a group of amazingly talented comedians that perform a brand new live show every week. They have no idea what they're going to do. It's all literally improvised, and it's so entertaining. They're so good. And they are doing a lot of stuff online right now, and I think they're returning live a little bit. You should check them out. But that's one of my gigs. I play for them, and it is.
I did not
so
know
much
that
fun.
you played for them, and that's very exciting. And
Yes.
Also, let me plug the fact that they have a Patreon page, and you can become a subscriber, and you can help keep them alive, which is very important right now.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'll be sure to put the link to them in this stream as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You ready for the blues?
Yep.
All right. Let me get something going here. Go for it. Yay for Chris, man. See, you got skill.
Yeah. Improvisation. I
There you
think
go.
that can be a comedic talent. It can also be a musical talent.
Absolutely.
And yeah, jazz, very much improvised. Sorry, I'm throwing a walnut chicken all over myself right now. Actually, well, yeah, that's great. I'm glad you mentioned Front Porch, and I'm excited that you're playing for them. That's really cool. So, are you playing for them online?
So, I was playing a lot of their live shows prior to COVID, and now they've got a lot of like little projects they're doing. I think they're about to drop a podcast. They've got little like live Facebook shows they do, and I've created a lot of like intro music for them and stuff they can use to kind of help it be a little more punchy. So I'm still contributing, just in a different way, not so much in a live way.
Very cool.
Yes.
Can I make a request from a friend of mine who is in need of some musical interludes and that type of thing?
Sure.
The good doctor, he's looking for some sort of music that would calm the senses. Do you have anything like that?
Something that would calm the senses. So something kind of like stringy. Is he a happy fella? Is he a deep fella? You know?
Well, he likes to make people feel at ease. I think that's the main thing.
Okay. So I don't know if you can hear that. I'm just kind of building some. I'm going to hold that while I find the right sound. There it is.
Ethereal, sort of ambient, textured. Yeah.
It's a little deep, right?
Yeah, that's a little deep. That could be more of a, if he were ever to have a movie, I think it would be a good.
Look how far we're thinking in the future. I love it. Dr. Humphreys.
Awesome. Dr. Oh gosh. Dr. Richard Sherrill Humphreys.
Dr. Richard Sherrill Humphreys. Okay.
Sherrill,
All right.
yes.
All right. Is it hyphenated? Is it, or is it no? Okay.
No.
All right.
It's all just one big name.
Excellent.
And also, let me plug the fact that there are going to be a couple of the members of Front Porch, you say,
yes,
who also have abilities, so they may appear on this program. So something to keep in mind.
Do they have special abilities? Like, would they be on the Doctor?
Yes,
they do. They have
yes, special abilities.
Yes, agreed.
And also, maybe somebody who's watching right now may also appear. We'll see.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Anyway, wow, Michael, I had no idea what to expect, and this has been outstanding, above and beyond. And I think if people are looking to learn something and progress in where we are now as far as teaching online, they can take a look at your Zoom tutorials and get a little bit more out of it. At the very least, they can have the confidence to know that they can investigate and experiment and figure this stuff out, because it's amazing what you can do.
I agree. You can do so much. I mean, nothing will ever beat being there in person, but Zoom is pretty powerful, and some of these other platforms, I'm sure, are as well. And so if you can think it, you can probably find a way to do it virtually.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Again, thanks, Michael. And I think my son has he's rescheduled his lesson.
Yes, I'm going to see him on Saturday, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. We got to figure out what he's going to do when he's up at school. He's got to schedule lessons then too, I think.
That's why I'm saying take the adult grand with him and sleeping.
Exactly. All right, Michael.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
That was Michael Ray. What did I just say? That was Michael Ray, and he was on our show. Those are facts. You can stick to those facts as much as you can. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. I will be back next week, and next week I have Broadway producer Ken Davenport. It's not three Kens, it's just one Ken Davenport. He was a producer for the current incarnation of Once on This Island, and he's got a lot of ideas about what we're going through right now. So I can't wait to talk to him. So be back next week, next Tuesday. Be here. And Monday, I think the good doctor may show up. Talk to you soon. Sitcom freeze!